Hello and welcome to the video. So today we're going to be looking at how I made this epic rugby commercial using the Canon R5C. St Ives Rugby is more than just going to training. It's more than playing in a game,
scoring a try, or winning a match.
We find that piece of you that you're not too good at,
You need to improve.
and we'll help you to get better at.
We're more than a rugby club.
We're dedicated.
We're a community,
We put in the hours to improve not only your physical,
but also your mental well-being. The thing with St Ives Rugby is that it's for everybody,
it doesn't matter if it's your very first training session,
or if it's your last ever game. We're here for everyone,
take the first steps.
and join the team.
Before fully going into this video, I want to say a massive thank you to Canon for sending me out the R5C, a Cine 35mm lens and an 85mm as well. Now, along with this, I used a 7200 of my own, but this was pretty much all the equipment I used for this shoot, so a massive thank you to Canon for giving me this amazing opportunity. To start off with, this was made as a promotional video for my rugby club, so I thought this is going to be the perfect opportunity to test this equipment out. Now, I've used the R5 before and I actually own the R6, so what I wanted to do was test the high-end capabilities of this amazing cinema hybrid camera. And to do this, I wanted to set up a few different scenarios to test these different features. The first big thing that I wanted to test with this camera was the high frame rate capabilities. Now, with this camera, you can actually shoot 4K up to around 120 frames per second. So what I wanted to do is set up the perfect scenario for this. I brought it to a game and I shot people running, I shot them tackling, scoring tries, and etc. The second big thing that I wanted to test was the low light performance. Now, to test this, I started off with shooting some running at a sunset, and the big one, as you saw, was a lot of the shots at night with just using floodlights. Now, because I was on my own for this shoot and I didn't have the option to use a lot of my own external lights on the field and on the pitch, it meant that I just wanted to test the raw capabilities of this camera, so that's what I focused on. Now, moreover, having a camera like this in my hands, I just wanted to test all the other capabilities. So I just wanted to have fun with it and to just experiment, really. When it came to shooting this project, I was so overwhelmingly happy with the results. Now, with this project, we shot in a few different places. We shot running on a road where I used the gimbal on the camera. We shot in the change room with a single light setup. We also created the fake projector using this light as well. But the big one was I put the Cine 35mm on and I was running alongside the players while they were doing some skills to make it seem like I was in the action as well. Now, with this, it really tested the in-body stabilization. And I mean, I was running alongside these players, pulling focus on my own, and the camera did amazing. Obviously, there's a bit of shake there, but that's from me shaking and not using any sort of gimbal at all. Another thing that I love about this camera, and this was a big problem with the R5, the R6, is overheating. Now, with this, as you can see on the back, there's a big fan. I had a few worries beforehand thinking that this might get in the way, might add lots of weight to it, but it didn't at all. And it meant that I could record as long as I could until the battery died or I ran out of SD card space. When using this camera in low light, it didn't struggle at all. And I mean, I tested it. I shot some of the scenes in the back of a car when it was pitch black. There weren't any lights whatsoever, and that was the only time I saw any sort of grain with this camera. When using it for the main scenes under the floodlights, there wasn't any problems. I used an aperture of 2.8, so I could have gone even lower if I wanted. But honestly, it was a powerhouse when shooting all the dark aspects of this project. Now, talking about the big part of this camera that I really wanted to test, it was the high frames per second. Now, this would have been a single sell point alone for me and would have sold the camera to me. But as you can see from the clips on the screen and the video you watched, the slow motion capabilities are incredible. Now, along with this, there isn't any sort of jutter. I mean, I was panning with a photography tripod, so if you used a gimbal or anything like that, it would be smooth like butter. So the high frame rates, I mean, I can only commend. All in all, this project was amazing and I absolutely loved this camera. The only thing I'd change was having a team behind me so that I could set up some more unique lighting situations on the pitch and some people pulling focus for me. But that's the only other thing that I changed. I highly recommend anyone to get this camera. It's great, it's a big upgrade. Having incredible video capabilities on already a camera that takes some of the best photos out there, and it has the best colors. I mean, this is the best hybrid camera I think you could probably get right now. Yet again, I want to say a massive thank you to Canon for sending me out this equipment. I really appreciate it. And the link to this camera will actually be in the description below if you're looking to buy one yourself. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.